Here we go. Welcome back to the Ark, everybody. Here on Heathen Cantina. We are continuing where we started with Session 0 last week, where we learned a little bit about each one of the characters. We're going to go around and have everybody introduce themselves again, and then we'll recap with where we left off last week. First person first, let's start up in the top left-hand corner. We have Tarek Silvereyes.
That's me. I'm Tyler. I'm playing Tarek, like Derek, Silver Eyes. Halfling Bard. Happy to be here. Not happy to be here now because the building's on fire, if my recall is correct.
Close.
But was vibing pretty good until this moment. I said I'm Tyler. Finished rambling. Yeah, I think that's it. Cool.
And then right above Tarek, we have Norville.
I'm Eric. I'll be playing. Where's my mic?
No, we can hear you. You're good.
Okay. I am Eric. I'll be playing Norval Waters, cleric of Aura. Enjoying the priesthood, just feels like they want to go into the family business.
All
I'm looking
right.
forward to playing tonight.
And then up in the top right-hand corner, we have Oswell Proudless.
Howdy, Malin Amadon, also known as Kevin, playing Oswell, and he grew up in the streets of the hovels and is working to try and make enough coin to help take care of some other fellow urchins that he took into a small one-room place and working to support him now.
All right, and then just below Oswell, we have Rasan.
Big Kev being playing Rashan. Is a Dragonborn monk, and looking forward to kicking some butt today.
All right, and then last but not least, right below Rasan, we have more Grimmin.
Hey everybody, Asmo Daniker here. Tonight I'll be playing more Grim in Moonhaven, an eclectic stargazer, let's call him.
All right, and just to give a quick recap of last week. Last week, the party, share this guy out. The party was at Blinders having a few drinks while Tarek played a show. Oswell was working the door. Rasan and Morgrimmin had met up at Lysaea Windsong's farm or ranch on the top of the mesa. And, Rasan's never been in a city like this. So he asked if Morgrimmin would show him around a little bit. And they ended up downstairs at Blinders as well, where they ran into Norv, who was there drinking with his friend Fernleaf. About 3/4 of the way through the night, though, there was a disturbance as a group of individuals tried to accost Lysaea Windsong and kidnap her from Blinders. Lysaea Windsong is the head of the Zeppelin's Pilot Guild or Union. And she was there and had imbibed quite a bit to drink that night. However, the party was able to convince this group of individuals who were all wearing a black leather band with spikes on it on their left arm, which is symbolic to the mongrels, a group of ruffians, thugs from up in. Yep, go ahead, Tyler.
I had the mutts.
Yes, so the mongrels, a lot of people blame mutts for that. I believe I did actually misspeak last week because we went through the Session 0 part a little bit, so I threw a little bit more action than what was originally planned. But it was the mongrels is the name of the group. Mutts.
I will change my notes.
Mutts is considered to be their home bar, and a lot of people blame Mutt for it, but Mutt says that he doesn't have anything to do with them. So there is an interconnection according to the streets and the rumors. So the party convinced this group not to leave before more blood was spilled, as one of them was holding on to their ears and a little bit of blood dribbled down their nose from the vicious mockery that came from the bard, and a little bit of psychic damage along their way. And they left, and the party finished their evening of frivolity and drinking and standing at the door guarding, making sure everybody was safe. Lisea Windsong at this point was barely able to walk anymore, so the party decided to escort her home. So off you guys went to the lift to take her back up to her ranch. As you guys were just about to crest the horizon to the top of the mesa, you guys noticed a stream of smoke in the morning dawn light. And just as you guys became level, you realized that it was coming from Windsong Ranch. Lisea's body, for the first time, stops wobbling as her eyes glaze over and she tries to focus on what's ahead of her. Oh shit. She lets loose half of what she had drank that night on the ground. We gotta
she should have
go.
let it all go.
We gotta go and get Maribel.
Not doing her any good.
We gotta get Maribel and Morris out of the barn before the guard get here.
Oh, Oswald's running.
And
Towards the barn.
somebody has to ring the bell to get the fire brigade. And she passes out. on the ground.
Razan goes running with Oswald
To the barn.
towards the barn. Yeah.
So if we go
I'll see to the bell.
I was gonna say I'll go and get the bell, but I'll go with you, Morgan. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make sure
Tickling.
nobody's hurt. I'm gonna go to the house because I can heal people. So I'm gonna go to the
So
house.
can
and make
I.
sure
So
nobody's
can I.
hurt,
We
yeah.
shouldn't. If we ever split the party, it shouldn't be us going together. Are we the only ones that can heal? No, there's a bard.
Oh, there's a bard too. Yeah.
Nope.
Do I have you wrong?
You have me wrong, sir.
Wrong kind of bard. Yeah.
Nope.
He's not that type of bard.
Well, because
Okay.
my thought process was both of you every day can decide whether you want. You can take turns deciding each day. Do you want to heal or do I want to heal? Right. And so I was going to pigeonhole myself.
Well, with that kind of thinking, you can only decide whether to heal us or not one day.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
I'll
Only
be
you
holding
can
on
prevent
to
total
him.
party kills.
I'm not that kind of druid. I don't turn into a bear and lecture people about their campfires.
We are allowing. I'd like to thank the wonderful people at Auto Mods for trying to stop us from writing Mutt's mongrels. Apparently, we were bullying the wonderful gentlemen who hang out at Mutt's, but we let it through. Anyways, you guys find yourself on top of the mesa where that little scribble is in the center. That's where the lift. That's where the lift comes to meet. To the north of that is the Windsong Ranch, and to the west, that larger circle are the pilot's quarters and cantina, where the emergency bell is located. So, first things first, who's going to the barn and who's going to make their way to the cantina?
Well, it's Razan and Oswald going to the barn. As far as I know.
Yeah, as soon as like Oswald was like beating feet as soon as she started saying that somebody might be trapped in the barn. That's
gonna
almost
go
as bad
with
as
them,
Timmy
too.
trapped in a well.
Who's staying with her though? I don't think she's done throwing up.
No, she went limp and passed out. She's on the ground.
She laying on her side?
Yeah,
We're not gonna leave her laying on the, are we in the street still?
she's a professional drunk. She is definitely on her side.
She's a functioning alcoholic and there's a distinction.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, all right. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Do you want the DM to make a roll on whether or not she asphyxiates on her own vomit, Tom? Come on.
I'm
mean,
not
I
asking
could
for
do
such
it.
dedication.
Let's ask for NPC preservation for as long as we can get it.
I mean,
Well, that's
She's a
part of my
professional here,
concern.
yeah.
I'm saying
I definitely
if I
could do
can,
it.
somebody should stay with her.
I definitely could do
Well,
it.
then
if
stay with
necessary.
her. Then.
I'll stay here. Make sure she's seen to, and hope.
I guess
And
that means I should go then, huh?
Yeah,
And then
Tarek,
he
do you wanna get the bell?
finished
'Cause-
finishes his drinks.
Yeah.
so who's gonna do the bell? Or who's going to the bell?
I think Tarek is gonna go to the bell.
Eric is
Sure.
going to go to the bell.
Well,
And,
you can consider it a musical instrument, so you probably ring the bell better than anyone
I'll
else.
ring it with proficiency.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
I've
gonna go
never
to
heard the
scene
bell
of the fire.
sound so sweet.
You're going
I
to
want
the
to go to
scene of the fire?
to make sure.
All right.
Yeah, because
Morgul
make sure
is
nobody-
going to the fire.
is injured.
First things first. Let's get ourselves.
Are there other folks up here? Like, are people running about with their hands up in the air because there's a big fire?
No, it's actually Aura's Day. So it's a relatively quiet day. It's usually when they do most of the ship maintenance and things of that nature. So everybody at this point is still down. Like when you guys arrive,
Interesting. Okay.
when Tarek arrives at the barracks, it's actually really quiet. I mean, it's like 4:30 in the morning at this point. The
Is
sun's
this the
just
only residence
barely-
up here?
No, there's a few others. Most of them are small. They're usually for private quarters for the pilots, for those out of deep routes who are able to afford their own zeppelins and things of that nature.
Kind of like an airfield. Cool.
And a couple of warehouses, etc., for parts or what have you. All right, let me make some map adjustments here so that way everybody at home see what's going on here. All right. So you guys can enable it. Let's do sync client view. All right, you guys can see the building that's on fire for those that are there.
Hi.
Norval, Oswell, and Rasan.
And this building is also the one that's been referred to previously as the barn, right?
Correct. And
Are we free move or?
yes, you are free to move. The road heads directly to the west. The fire seems to be blazing along the back side of the barn. The door, from what you can tell and from what you can see in the mud, the entranceway is actually, oops, let me go to the right spot so I can draw it, is actually up in this direction is where the entrance would be.
Okay.
And Oswald goes,
I don't know how much move is okay to move, but he's making his way to the front. Also checking the side to see if there's like, I mean, there's like, is it a solid wall on this side or is there like any kind of way to?
At this point, it is still solid. I do need, I'm going to send a roll over to you, Oswald. Whole thing to fit
Hey, whoa,
into
whoa,
my
you're crossing
screen
my path.
properly.
I can. I'd probably be past you anyways. I
That's true.
I would already be past that point by the time you got there.
Yeah.
I moved
'Cause
fast. So
hashtag monk shit.
yeah.
Hashtag
Right? I will
munch.
retweet it, like, subscribe,
Hashtag munch.
ring that bell, bing, 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 so you get notifications every time we're live.
While you were back
Ring that
there,
bell so they know that there's a fire.
while you were running along the back side of the barn, Oswald, you noticed that there was actually a path where this arrow is pointing. You see how it's a little bit darker there? That the fire had actually traveled a path to the back of the barn, as if maybe something had been poured on the ground or an accelerant or something like that.
Okay.
Inside the barn,
Yeah, it'd be open. Yeah.
you hear the hold on a second. Oops. Let's close that again. We're closing the door first. You hear the noise of a very large creature, maybe a horse or something like that, kicking about, and you hear wood slamming, like a gate being slammed against its side. And we're
Okay.
gonna-
Yeah, they got fire. They want to get out. Yeah. That's stupid.
we are actually going to switch over to Tarek real quick. And as Tarek was actually getting ready to run off, making sure that you Morgrimmen were okay, one of the morning duty workers at the lift offered to keep an eye on Lysaea for you. Go ahead, go help your friend.
Now, my concern is that this is out of character. His concern is I'm not worried about her so much laying on her side and keeping vomiting and getting sick. It's that some people just came into the bar and tried to kill her. So we were just I'm looking for the moment to tell her that we saw who did this, who started the fire, most likely. And, nothing that'll hold up in a court of law. But I don't know who I can trust. I've lived here. Does this person seem trustworthy?
Let's do one of those wonderful...
Sense motive. I mean insight.
That's motive.
That is... I got it. That's why. Give me 1 second.
Right?
Let
Is
me
this
add you
secretly
in
one
here.
of Penguin's goons in
Right.
disguise?
Let's send over one of these. Give me that roll, Morgrimmon, please.
Oh hell!
Oh, hell no. Oh, that's right. The colors suck.
It
on
is
this.
hard to see.
It
And I need
is-
one of those like
it
gamma
is-
adjusters. Is that the? Did I do it?
Yes,
That's the
you,
thing I
you
click?
rolled it. Yep,
Okay.
that's the dot. Just roll that dot.
Take your word. for
With with great confidence, you feel that you definitely can trust this person. The way that he walked up and immediately said her name, he seems to be probably familiar with her, coming up on the lift at 6 in the morning on her way home from a long night at Blinders, and has probably seen her before.
I.e., you rolled a 1 and she's gonna die.
I mean, it could go either way. I just have to trust the inertia of narrative.
With great
And,
confidence.
Well, you think you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, for real. All right, that won't haunt me. No, my decisions never haunt me in campaigns like this. All right,
No,
I'm
no,
gonna.
It's
you're
session
good, you're
2,
good.
dude. It's all table setting, man. It's session 2. It's table setting. Then he'll take it from us. Okay. So just
Right.
Don't
I
worry,
have to
let the karma flow. Let the karma flow.
Gotta get you reaching for the stars on your toes before you kick you in the nuts.
Right, nailed it.
Man.
What a great metaphor. All right, I'm off.
Okay, so you move with Mr. Eric.
he said he'd look after her, Morgerman. Come on.
I'm
My
going.
little halfling legs.
Oh,
Like, yeah, Morgan's just kind of like walking next to you.
Yeah,
You're
'cause
sprinting.
I assume my move. Yeah, my movement speed's 25.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
as you guys come to the 4 buildings that make up the quarters for the pilots, it is very quiet. The fire, which looks like it's burning because that's how I drew it in the map program, is nothing more than embers and a little bit of smoke in the rising sun. And you maybe can hear some people moving inside a couple of the quarters, but nothing of extreme note. As you head north, or as you head further west into the camp proper, you make out the bell attached to a very large arch just north of the central fire. Sen, Morgan,
There it is.
and Tarek, please. The right dot. Morgrimmon, I think I have a roll waiting out for you. If you could, please. Thank you very much. As the two of you begin to make it up to the bell, Morgrimmon, you make out a cloaked figure just to the west of you guys. Let's see.
Suspiciously cloaked, familiar. Are they? Have I
They
seen their
seem to
frame
be,
before?
They seem to be staring off in the direction of Windsong Farm, and they're the only person you're seeing around. Now, Tarek, you didn't notice them, but you see this grand bell in front of you, and you want to just make it sing.
Yep.
So you run up and you start ringing it.
Absolutely.
As soon as he starts ringing it, the gentleman in the cloak turns, looks at the two of you, and runs due west.
Tangle.
Drop a. Let me make sure that is.
Let me drop the save on him.
Give me 1 second. I gotta actually add him so that you can drop. Just a token. No momento, por favor.
I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna leave the bell playing to the professional. You know,
Yeah,
I'm more of the AV guy. I'm the electrics roadie. I plug in the lights.
You're the guy with the tape.
Druidcraft, I can make the stage bloom.
I purposely picked dancing lights just so then it's there at every performance, right?
All right, you don't got to do nothing special for it.
Right, you just hit it and then you can like move them like all around for nothing or bonus action or action, doesn't matter.
Drop the proper one on there. One more second. Make him visible. And what is the range on Entangle? Just to make sure we're good. 60 feet, 120 feet, 5,000 feet.
It's 90.
It's 90. Beautiful. Would you like to drop a save on him, please?
I would like to drop a save on him that he will fail.
Well, I can't guarantee that, but there's always room for trying.
Yeah, you might be in luck. He might have took the unlucky feat.
Okay. Let's try that again. There we go.
Oh, look, it's a failure.
It fell. That is
Well,
just
have
horrible.
have yourself a side order of restrained. Stay put.
You ain't going anywhere.
Can you drop the? Do you have the description on your character sheet that you can drop into the thing? I just want to verify exactly how Entangle works.
Should be.
Never mind. I found it. I got it.
Yeah, I got you. I dropped it in the on-chat window.
Okay, I'm grooving on this music. It's
13.
pretty cool.
All right.
Kind of reminds me of heavy metal.
Right?
The last one did, not this one.
Right.
So you start. You grab the hammer and you just start wailing on the bell, Tarek, and all of a sudden you see Morgrim raise his staff, and off in the distance you see all these vines start to entangle this silhouette of a person who is about
Sorry,
to jump. What?
Did you say vines?
Well, entangle.
Vine. Oh, vine.
Vines. I did not realize it was vines. The vines wrap up around his legs with these little purple flowers, and he's trying to pull himself free as he rails away on me. As you rail away on the bell, we're gonna move back over to the barn.
He's gonna smell like lavender for a week, regardless.
Nice. There's an upside to being entangled by your spell.
I provide a service, one of many.
Asks.
What are the eggs?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
the
was
sprout little
thinking that
feet
too.
Run around blindly with little feet sticking out of the shells.
And that I was also wondering when she said to save or get so and so and so and so out of the barn before so and so.
Because
Do we know who so and so and so and so is? Sorry, I
assumed
don't
they were
remember.
Right,
Horses or
were
something,
any of the
but-
names familiar?
No, not at all.
Do I know what kind of animals they are? If they're,
Well-
I'm assuming they're animals
Anything alive in here needs to come out.
or creatures. Would be a probably better description.
Either way, looks like there's a pecking order.
All right.
Hey, not
So-
bad for winging it.
Rasan, just as you are making it up to the corner, and Oswell cracks open the door.
Well, I probably would have made it. Go ahead. That doesn't matter.
You should just say, Rashan, you get to the door first before anybody else every time.
Yeah, I'm
Rasan,
just-
Because Rajan has a higher speed than most of us. Because he's a monk, his speed is higher than everybody else's.
Yeah, because that's, yeah, Oswald wouldn't be opening shit because it would be there
All
like
right. Rasan,
30
you open the
seconds
door.
before he.
You open the door, and inside the barn, you see two humongous geese of size and proportion that you have never seen before, that then begin screeching in your direction.
Did you say giant fucking geese?
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfucking believable.
Huge fucking goose to be particular, and another huge fucking goose is what it says on the
So
map.
basically, to get him out of the barn, we just have to run away like we're afraid.
Wave our arms, annoy them. But they probably won't leave because they got eggs in here.
There is a second barn to the north as well that is unscathed from the fire.
So we can move him that way. Is that the hint?
Well, as soon as Rasan says that about the eggs and them not wanting to leave because the eggs, you guys realize that probably the easiest way to get them to move will be
Just
to
grab
grab
the
the
eggs
eggs and
yeah.
run, and then they will follow you. All right. So
That
I'm
doesn't
gonna
sound like it can go
be
wrong.
good at this.
I see no problem with this scenario.
Yeah, I'm gonna be good at this.
Why are you good at this?
I'm a monk.
Is your speed faster than everybody else's?
Yep.
Whoa. Wow,
Is
that's
it because
cool.
you're a monk that you're
Is
so
it because
fast?
you're a
Yeah.
monk that you're so
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
awesome, dude.
The best thing about him being around is you never have to open a door for yourself because he's always there
Right,
first.
he's already there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Rasan, I didn't know you were coming here. The door's already open. Thanks, man.
No, I was just leaving. I was here like a long time ago.
But he never picks up the check, you know?
Hey,
Oh, I was getting us a wagon.
Not once.
Practically a steal. As in literally.
See. Checking to make sure everything is okay here. You're going to hop over. Saya, puking her brains out.
One freaky looking chicken.
There it is.
That's great.
And from around the corner comes a chicken unlike anything that you have ever seen before.
Anybody see that chicken?
You see the eyes on that chicken?
It has long, peacock-like feathers, wings almost like that of an eagle, and very long, skinny legs, almost like a peacock, that it balances its weight upon.
The hell is that?
That's one august rooster.
Skipping the people on it.
all right, I start moving into the barn and heading for the eggs. Oh.
Let's get the map back for everybody. Thinking about yay fire. And a huge fucking goose bites out at you with its beak as you run by.
That's an opportune goose.
And it misses as you make it to the edge of where these eggs are. Now these eggs, as you get to them, are about 2.5 feet tall and maybe 3 feet in circumference. They are rather large. You may be able to carry 2, but you might be risking it carrying 2. One
Yeah,
you
no,
can
I'm
carry
only gonna be
comfortably.
grabbing one. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. That's too much. I'm a one. Yeah, definitely a one egg in it.
You grab egg number 1. How much more movement do you have there, Mr. Monk?
Well, that
After-
would take my full 40 to get to the egg and grab it.
Grabbing
If I
it-
wanted to double
grabbing it,
dash, I would
yeah.
I would probably head behind the hay bales here and try to hug the corner to get out. I don't know if you were allowing me a second movement or not.
Yeah.
Just
Interacting and picking up the egg is a free action. It's an interaction.
It's like opening. a
Well,
door.
no, I guess I would. I don't know how. Yeah.
Goose. Geese of unusual size.
Uh-oh.
They're goose.
The goose.
Drop you back on there, Ross, on 1 minute.
Would you take a gander at that?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's about. Yeah, that would be about 40 if I circled around. So
Tarek, it is your turn. Over. the
Yeah, that
pilot's
was my-
quarter in Cantina.
Are we double mapping it?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I'm just moving the egg to me too. Didn't come with
Handling
me.
the split party like a pro.
Well, I'm gonna put myself at the bell ringing it first off for free.
Yes.
Right, because you were already there.
Oh, free. I'm going to do this for free.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, how long is it appropriate to bang the fire marshal bell? Longer than 6 seconds?
Well, you haven't heard the main town alarm go off yet. So
I'll use my action to keep banging.
okay. And just at the end of your action, you hear the noise coming from out of where the lift comes up. You can hear the siren and horn going off down in Grum Runner proper.
Even the fire department can't resist my musicianship.
A 12
And I
second
have-
response time. This town is on point.
Well, it's because it rings out beautifully, clear in the night.
All
Oh, is
right,
that from
Norval.
something? Hold on.
He's got to be
Clear
proficient
in
in
the
bell.
night.
That's
All
what we
right,
need. We
Norval.
need more warning bell.
It is
Yes, he has
your
quite
turn,
the
sir.
appeal.
Got a fever. I got a fever for more.
Nice appeal.
Norval, what would you like to do, sir?
I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna grab an egg.
Be careful of the freaky looking chicken.
Well, that was a single move, okay. And then let's see,
Watch
I
out,
can
they
get-
bite.
Well, that one's already taken its opportunity at you, so I'm just gonna dash over to this egg here and pick it up, and then that will be my turn. I have nothing else.
I
in
will
the
need from you
action pouch.
because that
Oh,
that's,
there's
that
a big
stacks.
fucking baby goose too.
Yeah, that stacks about 10 feet tall, or about 6
Oh,
feet
hell.
tall. 6
Okay.
feet tall, rather. That's why he was able to grab the one that was at the edge. But I'm going to give you a quick.
I'm just gonna do a
athletics.
full-on like front flip onto it. Maybe like a side cartwheel type flip, like Matrix style.
Parkour.
You're able to pull yourself up easily. The top of the bale stack.
Yeah, I'm just yelling parkour, parkour as I do it.
Once they're on top of the bale stack, you can make out that it looks like one of the geese may have hatched already, as there is a baby goose hiding behind. a
Oh, the
couple.
BFBG?
Yep, big fucking goose, big fucking baby goose. All right, and then we're gonna move forward, and it is Oswald Proudless's turn.
I think so. Oops, that should be 30. Moving into the barn and quickly looking around for, because she keeps these geese here. They're either smart enough to answer or listen to her, or she has some kind of either, tack or harness. She has some method of moving them from one space to another. And is any such thing visible in the barn?
Well, there's definitely.
So short story, I
right.
want to try and make an animal handling check to motivate the geese out of the barn and get them into the other one. I mean, I know they're going to follow the
Okay.
eggs, but I'd rather they be calm and, attempt to, basically do it without them thinking, freaking out and, trying to protect their babies.
See if they're saddles.
Sorry, well, that's where I
don't
got
think
stuck
there's
with
saddles.
the
That's
tack
not what I
and
was
stuff like
thinking,
that because that
Yeah,
wasn't
big
in my
freaking geese
vision
like
at all.
this.
You're like, is there like a like
They look
is
big
there
enough
a
to
thing,
ride.
a thing hanging on the wall like, oh, she must use that?
Is there impetus to attempt to, make an animal handling check, basically, is what I'm asking.
Yeah. I mean, you can definitely try to calm them while you're in here. You can make out between the bales of hay, and there are some barrels laying around and some feed. So you can attempt to try to calm them. But at this point, the huge one in front of you and the one behind it are both staring in the direction of where Rasan is, as he has his egg. And the one seems to also be turning its weight and its body towards the direction of Norval. At this point, they don't seem to have any ill will towards you, but the two of them handling their eggs seem to be upsetting them.
Okay. So the animal handling check was an action. I think I'm done.
It's the egg's turn. The egg does egg things. Ogden and Moonhaven.
Oh, excellent. I'm gonna approach this person that I have restrained on the ground. I want to see their face. I want to see if this is the suspected fire starter. Come play a game, I'll test ya.
He's playing what matches.
A likely story.
One of these, please. More Grimmen.
Sure.
The hood is pulled very... with the sun rising, to the west is the dark sky. So the light is behind you, coming up behind you. And they have their hood pulled, and they seem to be pulling it, trying to cover their face. You get a brief glimpse of very soft features. No facial hair or anything like that.
So this isn't that
As you get a little
Weird.
bit closer, you make out a dark green, almost a evergreen piping along the outside of the cloak and hood that matches that of the group known as the Vipers that are said to run inside the hovels.
Oh no, not the Vipers.
Oh,
Are
yes.
they scary? Scary trousers?
Well, the Vipers have been causing all sorts of problems through, mostly in the Freeport. They've been raiding ships because that area isn't guarded by the Grumrunner Town Guard at all. I mean, it's kind of the illegal Freeport on the western side of Grumrunner. There's lots of rumors depending on which newspaper you read. Some state that they're just a gang causing problems and it's just a bunch of kids from the hovels causing issues, while others believe that this is a power play by some of the unions to try to get the guard into the free oh, my brain just shut down. The free docks, to try to get the town guard and start getting the free docks taxed.
Okay. Well, this isn't the right person. This is just somebody that was running just because they're by nature sketchy. They're not necessarily related. But I don't want to let them go without learning something. I'm glad I have spells at my disposal that don't necessarily set people on fire. See, I've learned.
Well, luckily I was nowhere near him, so I wasn't worried.
Ring that bell. Don't call me unless you want that pain.
Vicious mockery.
14, correct? 14 for your saving throw there, Morgrimmon.
That's correct. Strumpf.
Strumpf. This person with this cloak is able to rip their legs free from the entanglement, and they start running towards the edge of the cliff. Just as
I
they're
meant no
about,
harm.
just as they're about at the edge of the cliff, they blink and dim door off the edge, and as they
That's
fall,
handy.
you see a small set of like glider wings as he pulls his cloak tight and he glides down to Freeport below.
I want one of those.
The Skeksis looking
Right.
for him.
Right now, it's right now we know those exist. At least one of them, right? Write it down. I'm
Right?
writing it down.
In ink.
I want on the
Ink.
flying squirrel suit.
It
for sure.
exists
Uh-huh.
in ink.
All right.
Uh-huh. It's not my character
Aye.
sheet, but you know.
Close now.
We are about to go back to the barn, and we will be starting off the round with somebody as soon as I can get my mouse over there. Oh, it's one freaky chicken's turn. But even though it is
Freaky
one,
looking chicken.
even though it is one freaky chicken's turn, we are going to take a quick 5-10 minute break for the first time this evening, and we will be back in just a few moments as the group at the pilot quarters and cantina start running their way back to the barn. People now roused out of the quarters and the alarms going off in Grum Runner proper. We'll be right back. Thank you for sticking with us. everybody. Welcome back to the Ark, and thank you for staying with us through that break. We are going to continue off on this wonderful adventure we have going on this evening. And right now, it is the freaky chicken's turn, who is stomping, and making his way towards Norval. He lets out a noise unlike anything that you have ever heard before.
What's something it is like?
It started off like a normal chicken, like and then it turned into nails on a chalkboard.
Cool.
I did not like the sound of that, but not so much that I failed my saving throw.
And for a brief moment, as that sound ripples through your body, you feel all your nerves begin to tense up, as if he was trying to stop you in your tracks. Lysaea continues puking. Another
Just let it all out, Lysaea.
Another
Let it all
huge
out.
goose makes its way over and past the chicken to you, Norv. Where it attempts to bite out at you. Oh, and unfortunately hit.
I'm gonna get killed by a giant goose in session 1.
Well, I don't know if any of us has seen that before.
Taking 6 points of damage. However, he goes to kick out with his talons at you, or his webbed feet, and he kicks the hay bales and they rock. I am going to need a saving throw from you, Mr. Dexterity variety.
All right, let's see how my dexterinations are going.
Oh, your dexterinations are not good.
Oh boy.
And you fall off the opposite side. Luckily, the bale of hay is between you and the giant goose. However, the baby goose seems extremely interested in what Mr. Norv is doing on the ground next to him.
Baby goose.
I don't know if we've
Yeah,
seen
that's a
baby
bit-
goose yet.
It's the BFBG. Yeah.
Big fucking baby
We should name
goose.
him Ryan.
Rasan, it is your turn.
All right.
sir.
I'm gonna take the egg to the door
Alright.
and kind of make sure the goose sees me.
The one in
try
front
to-
of Oswell follows you with its eyes as you get to the door and lets out a very loud and that's all I'm doing tonight. I'm not doing it again. That's all you get.
Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah. That's
I'm
fine
so
with me too.
disappointed. This
My throat
production's
said
gone
nope.
downhill.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Kev.
What else are you gonna do, Rasan?
I'm gonna travel a little bit. Sorry, I had a tough time. Travel a little bit outside the door so the goose can still see me. So I want to try to draw it out of the barn, and lead it up to the other barn.
Grab egg number 1 and move it with you. All right. Anything
And
else?
then yeah, I'm just gonna kind of hold there until he starts coming. As soon as he starts coming out the door, then I'll head farther north to the other barn. But I want to wait to have him actually start, or him or her, whichever, starts coming out after me. So yeah, I'm done.
All right. Tarek, it would actually be your turn next, but we're gonna skip you and Morgrimmon for 1 round and bend space and time, and in 1 round you guys will make it to the barn. It's freaking amazing. But we don't
We
wanna
show
let
up
you
after the
sit for too
commercial
long.
break.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's the wiser.
Egg
TV
1,
time. Love it.
Norval. It is your turn, sir. As the large baby goose looms down over the top of you.
Perfect. I'm going to stand. I assume I'm prone, right?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna stand and use half my movement. Then I'm going to grapple this goose, the BFBG.
All right. Would you like to drop? Let's do an opposed strength roll between you and the big fucking baby goose.
It's an opposed strength roll. So shall I just roll my strength? Oh, you got it. Okay.
Oh, it's a little bit of a struggle, but you're able to get a good grasp on his neck, and you feel like you could probably drag him with you if you wanted to.
Good. So I'm like, come on, little guy, we're going. I'll take my last 15 feet of movement there.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
You drag with you the baby goose towards the door.
And that will suffice it for my turn.
The huge effing goose
Okay.
walks right past you, Oswald, and heads towards Rasan, screaming loudly as it does so.
So Oswald is going to move to that spot, and then so I want to kind of take the dodge action, but I want to put myself in between the freaky looking chicken and the huge fucking goose while Norville gets the gosling out. So like kind of run an interference for them. So if I can take my last feet of movement to go like here or something, and then try and basically make sure I'm physically in the way from them getting to
where you're standing right now actually would probably be the best, because otherwise you'll leave space for him to kind of squeeze by in between you and the thing there. I mean,
Okay.
are you trying to get in between Rasan or between them and Norv?
Oh, I'm sorry. Norval.
Okay,
I got
yeah,
the names wrong.
where you are is probably best, because
Okay.
the only issue might be is if the one freaky chicken can make the 7 foot or 6 foot jump on top of the bale of hay.
So I might basically that would be part of it too, is trying to like be a physical detriment in some way.
Okay.
I don't know how well that's going to play out as, but that's what I'm doing.
Set the
Sure,
pick
like-
for me.
We'll put you like there, and we'll have you, if anything, we'll
I'm
have you
rolling by
maybe
with the
make
goose.
like a dex check to see if you can stop him. Morgrimmon, you are bending space-time with Tarek as you guys make your way back to the barn.
Do I see unusually large waterfowl?
No, you guys haven't made it all the way to the barn yet.
Okay.
Close. Right.
Where did I? Oh,
We're gonna do
I just did the thing.
Opposed
Where's my
strength
pen?
checks.
It's in my shirt pocket.
Calm down, little fella.
Oh, yeah. It's almost like he's starting to give up at this point, Norv. It's not even a contest at the moment.
I'm like petting his head while I'm carrying him, trying to calm him down. He's probably trying to bite my fingers off. It's okay.
The
So
chicken.
they came to check you out and you grabbed them around the neck.
Yeah, I'm physically dragging him out of this burning barn because I don't want him to die.
Yeah, you don't know that though.
He doesn't know that. He's just a goose. I
Have
don't
one.
blame him.
All right. The chicken goes and attempts to start moving towards the bale of hay, and you put up your hands, Oswald, and you like kind of start getting in front of it, and it lets out a screech in your direction. I need
He's just looking at you, hissing. They're scary.
I could get that saving throw. That would be fantastic. Oh, that was a failure. You
Damn,
are
Ozzy.
sitting. You are
Bummer.
sitting on 1 inspiration.
Yeah, I'd like to use it.
Do you ever notice how
Baby
like
steps.
inspiration never seems to help?
Very rarely.
It's like-
Very
Yeah, it's
rarely.
like, oh, I'm gonna roll that die, and you roll like one number more, like that.
The noise screeches through your brain, and you feel a slight trickle of blood begin to roll down your nose. Take 2 points.
Oh, just shake it
of
off. No.
Psychic damage
Rub some dirt on it. It'll be all right.
from a chicken's vicious mockery. Lysea gets to her feet somewhere.
Chicken's so mean.
Lysea gets
what
to
kind
her
of your
feet.
mama jokes?
Lysea gets to her feet somewhere near the lift. Another huge fucking chicken runs, or huge goose rather, runs around the chicken and is screaming at you as well as it attempts to bite you with its beak, kick at you with its feet and talons. However, you were well prepared and dodged both of them deftly.
Oh, speaking of dodging deftly, I never got one answer to a question as far as armor class goes, which is when unarmed, if you have the unarmed fighting style and you have dual wielder, does that satisfy the requirement, the armor class requirement for having a weapon ready in each hand? Because my fists is weapons.
Dual wielder, and what was the other one that you were asking about? Dual wielder with combined with?
Well, because the way dual wielder, the way the armor class bonus reads is when you have like a weapon in each hand, you get a +1 to your armor class. But without weapons in the hand, does that still apply mechanically? Because I don't know the answer.
It's a difficult one.
Okay, we'll come back to it. That's fine. It'll be a +1 on armor class.
I am going to say, actually, because you took the unarmed fighting style, I'm going to say that it more or less allows you to use your fists as weapons. So I will say that your fist counts as weapons.
Registered weapons.
I mean, you did take the unarmed fighting style to fight
This one's
specifically
called
with your
thunder,
hands.
and this
So,
one's called lightning.
looking at your character sheet, I'm going to say yes, absolutely. You get that +1 if you haven't added it already.
Cool, I will do so. Thank you very much.
Rasan.
All right.
Son.
Well, I would go up and around. So
Run, Rasan, run. Take that chicken egg.
yeah.
The door for that barn is right there where the arrow is pointing.
Okay. Cool.
For those playing at home, we'll do that. All right.
So that's where I'll be heading, but I'll just move 40 and then, see where the goose is at. So make sure he's following me. If I have to slow down a little bit, I can.
Tarek.
Because you're faster than most characters.
Hopefully he slows down.
Because you're a monk.
Tarek, you make it.
Yeah, because I'm a monk. Yeah, I'm glad you pointed it out.
Tarek, you make it just to the edge of some brush where up ahead you can see the large goose standing in the doorway and Rasan running north with a very large egg in his arm as if he was about to make the best rum runner omelet you've ever had.
I lean over to Morgerman and I say, "Hey, Moonhaven, you see him too, right?"
That's a rather large bird.
Okay. Then, yeah, I mean, that's the door. Yeah, I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna use my whole movement to get to there, and I'm gonna try to, I'm just gonna get to there. That's gonna be
and like kind of hide behind the edge of the barn a little bit.
Yeah. Because
Yep. Don't distract the goose. Let it follow.
Right.
Me. That's yeah.
You could probably saddle one of these things up. You can, like,
Well, that's
ride
what
it.
I was saying earlier. You can
With
fly
the mount.
around. Come on.
Number 1.
If you had a goose this big, I'd try it.
Yeah, why not? What do you got to lose? Living your life.
Now I want to play a
Perception
halfling
check.
cavalier with a goose mount.
Right? That's kind of
It'd be
awesome.
like joust.
I wonder if he's got like brake noises when he stops.
Son. As you're running with the egg is kind of shaking in your hand a little bit. And for a brief second, you're not sure if it's the weight of the egg or if the egg itself is actually shaking from some type of internal force.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I might have caught a glimpse of that.
Baby.
Yeah, because like it did, you know, like it did show up on my map for a second there, like when I ran up and got the egg. So
Norval. It is actually Norval's turn, however, as he has
the hatch.
yeah,
It'll
but I'm
imprint
just
on
thinking, yeah, the egg might be hatching. Yeah.
It'll imprint on you. Don't let it hatch. All right. Yeah, I'm going to.
There's a door to the north, right?
Yeah, there's an open door up here, and I'm dashing through it.
Cool.
It sounds like there's a dolphin chasing.
Yeah, that's because I clicked the dolphin button that's right above the goose. Bad aim with my clicker
Druid
finger.
hears a dolphin.
Oh, I didn't
he's
even
like,
know there was a door up there, but it doesn't really matter. I would
Yeah,
have to
that's
run
that.
with the geese.
That's what I was pointing at with this with that arrow that was there. The door is there.
Yeah, and I'm bringing the goose with me, of course.
Oh well, we're gonna need some opposed checks because he's not gonna take good at it, but he's not gonna take it.
I mean, at this point, he's out of the
I
building,
sent it
out
to
of
the
the
wrong
fire. I
person.
don't care if I drop him, but
You can just click the X on that or that's fine.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, why do I have to make a strength check?
I accidentally
Just carrying
had you
the
click
egg.
down.
What the hell did the
Uh-oh.
egg do, man?
You make it to the baby door, or make it to the door, and the baby goose splays out both of its legs on the door frame, and you cannot pull it through the friggin' door frame.
okay. Well, I'm gonna stop there then, and I'll attempt to get it out again next round, I guess.
We've seen this cartoon.
Yeah.
Huge fucking goose goes sprinting as fast as it can. We'll check. Takes to the air and flies and glides and lands right next to you, Rasan. Attempting to bite you with his beak.
what else is he gonna bite him with?
Right.
Well,
He bites him with his wing.
we'll bite with others.
Give you such a pinch.
He missed so
That's what he
badly.
gets.
He missed so badly trying to bite with his beak that he doesn't even
He
attempt
gets
to
a
kick.
sad trombone.
He feels goose shame.
Slams into the ground next to me, or his mouth slams into the ground next to me.
Oswald Proudless,
Ooh,
it is
that's
your
me.
turn, sir.
Okay. So, egg 20 and egg 2 are actually still there, or did one of
Yes.
those transform into big fucking baby?
Nope,
goose?
those are still there.
Well, I know that the way you described the effect from the rooster was that it had like a paralytic effect, but was that just the damage, or was there any other like?
It was
I can't
psychic
remember.
damage.
The paralytic effect, you didn't actually feel. That's what it attempted to do to Norv. You just took the screeching psychic damage. You didn't get that paralytic effect. It used
Oh, okay, so different
it used
thing,
a
okay.
different ability on you.
I am free to act, is what I hear.
You are free to move about the cabin.
So so I'm gonna make the jump up here. Oops, not there, not there. That's wrong. 10 right there.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And I know you said that these eggs are big, but can Oswald carry them?
Yeah. You could pick one up, but I wouldn't suggest carrying more than one. Like I said,
Can't
they're
get
about.
two no matter what, huh?
You can, but
That's
you
fair, it's just-
you can, but you're going to be holding two eggs and squeezing them together because of the sheer size. There's a chance you could crack them trying to run through door frames and stuff. Like I said, they're about like 3.5 feet in circumference and about 2.5 feet tall, filled with
So I
liquid.
really can't. Yeah, okay. So I really.
I mean,
can't
you can.
reliably do it without.
Not
damage or
reliably,
possible.
no. Correct.
I gotcha. Okay. Well,
It is the RPG
Oh.
obstacle.
I'm gonna pick up egg 20 or egg 2 rather.
Uh-huh.
I don't need to move that token. Now, how much movement have I used? 10, or does
10.
that? Did I lose some with
Nope,
that?
just
Okay.
10.
And then jump over here, or walk and drop with egg 2, and that's unless there's movement adjustments. I think that's 25.
Yep.
And then if there's 5, would be the remainder of the movement. Now, can I take the dash action still?
Yes, you can. Picking up the egg is a free action.
Then I'm gonna dash over here and had Norville the egg. The goose will, the gosling will follow, because I mean the building's on fire at some point. The goose is gonna be like, oh shit.
You could
okay.
just shove it through the door.
And now
Yeah, I'll take the egg. Yeah, that makes sense.
can I use an action surge to
Hunt the goose into the fire.
I'm kind of debating. Do I want to shove the? I'm gonna assume that. I think Oswald assumes that the goose is going to leave. So action surge and then dash to move back to egg 20 and pick it up. And basically just like, you know, I don't know how much success I got on the former animal handling check, but kind of be like, look, we're not trying to kill you, right? And then head to the door.
I'm going to give you a
But that's it.
freebie. I'm going to give you a freebie animal handling since you had started trying to connect earlier. As you do it, you seem to see almost a look of recognition on another huge fucking goose's face. However, the chicken seems unfazed by your use of eggs.
Yeah. That makes sense. She gave us the names of these geese.
Hmm?
Does Oswald remember them? I don't.
They were Maribel and Morris.
Maribel and Morris.
Yeah,
Okay.
this looks like Morris in front of you from what you know
Okay.
of duck culture or geese
Okay.
culture.
Cool.
You know, for
Okay.
your ornithology studies.
I'm done. That was the one class I paid attention in.
In your downtime at the door at the bar, you're reading books on ornithology.
Oh, I've given you a perception check. Uh-oh. My computer said, hold on a minute.
I realize Oswald also paints.
Oh, excellent.
All right, Norv, it is your turn.
All right. Well, now that I got this egg, I guess I'm just gonna dash with it. My full movement up to this barn here.
Run, Norv, run.
And just throw it at the side of the barn. I'm just kidding.
And the baby goose cries
Welcome to the
out
world.
as you run away with the egg. All right. How far was that?
That was 60 feet. That was my
Okay, yeah, you're good.
dash. Yeah.
Morgrimmon, it is your turn, sir. Along the east, if you look, you make out. Where are they? How come they're not visible? That's horseshit. Let's try some magic. How are they visible?
I
Oh,
see a bunch of
come
people
on.
down on the bottom right there.
Oh, there
Oh,
you
good.
go. You
They-
can see.
They brought the keg golems.
Did they rename themselves? They were supposed to say Grum Runner Fire Brigade. I was using.
Oh yeah, your extension renamed them for you.
That's
Nice
weird
of
though.
them.
That's weird because the Arcana Troll Guard stayed renamed. The Keg Golems are supposed to be fire brigades. They're not filled with ale, they're filled with water.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
But it is your turn, Morgrimmon. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm glad to see them because I was going to ask if it was possible to slow the advance of the flames with a proper use of a fog cloud spell. But with them on the way, I can direct my efforts elsewhere. Go see if there's some critters that need to be rescued.
Gonna give you a free one of these.
Oh, we got this chicken for you.
I don't know about the chicken. I'm about to go lay eyes on the chicken that is officially back on his bullshit. Oh, the door's closed?
No, it shouldn't be.
Oh, I didn't close it, but it's closed.
It's open now.
There we go.
How about that?
I was
I
like,
think
the
it-
goose closed it? That's
I
that's
think
a
it
very
was just a
considerate
weird.
goose.
I think it was just a weird angle.
It's a good trick.
Well, we can all. I mean, somebody could have closed it or opened it just clicking back to the map on Fantasy
Yeah,
Islands.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm moving a little diagonal to try and do a sweep the interior, see if I can lay eyes on any other hostiles or anybody else in the team.
You see the freaky
Oh, now I
deaky
see the chicken.
The freaky deaky chicken.
Do I recognize this beast?
It is an amalgam of many beasts, usually bred by arcanists, those who have used as guard fowl.
And it's attacking?
Yes.
Do I see it?
Yes, and you actually, for a brief second, catch a brief glimpse of silver tips on the backs of its claws. Its claws have been silvered.
The fancy chicken.
Yeah, for real. And I see Oswell in there reaching for an egg, and do I?
Yes, you see Oswald. in
Okay.
there.
Well, the chicken doesn't look overtly hostile. He just looks, lethal and
Fancy.
terrifying. Fancy. He's a very fancy chicken.
Yeah,
Fancy
very fancy
chicken.
dead chicken to death.
Fancy
He's the,
chicken.
he's the cock of the walk. The Well, I mean, I could keep laying down Entangle. This place has got plenty of. Could hit the goose and the chicken. I've got one spell slot left for it.
Well, we want the goose to leave. We want to move the goose.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. But the chicken
Please
is a
don't
danger.
well, we don't know what the hell the chicken is, except dangerous
Okay.
and fancy.
And it says really hurtful things.
Yeah,
Not very nice.
it's a very mean chicken.
Rick.
I'm gonna try to lure the goose.
It's a cow.
All right, that's a good goose. This way. See if I can't befriend it.
Do you like an animal handling, or do you have another role that you would like to attempt, or a different spell?
Oh, no, I
Well,
would
we
love
were
to-
trying to get him to chase the eggs, so that's.
Oh, there's not much I can do then.
Just get behind him and shove him out the door.
Distract the chicken. That's what you could do.
Okay. Well, I don't want. I mean, I don't know that the
Chicken-
chicken's a threat.
I don't
Chicken
want
He's
to
just
fuck with the
wasting-
chicken. I don't want to fuck with the chicken.
Can you do anything about the fire?
No, the fire's well in hand. All I really had at my disposal was like
Entangle.
Entangle or Fog Cloud. I mean, I could just hit the chicken with Guiding Bolt. I'll do that.
Oh,
right,
you
the-
know,
The
well,
gloves
just-
are off.
Okay. I was just thinking that if the fog cloud, does that apply moisture as well?
I don't think so.
That was the original question I was going to ask, but then I saw the firefighting brigade on the map.
Okay. I was just thinking that if you cast fog cloud on the inside against the rear wall, maybe it'll slow the spread. So it'd
That's
be
where
like
the
an, it'd
fire's
be an
coming
RP thing. Yeah, it's at the rear wall.
I would love to do that instead, because that was my original plan, was
Yeah,
to
I
use
think-
Fog Cloud
I
on
think-
the fire.
I don't know if you can make it out, but the fire is just starting to break out or break through the wall, like right there. Do you see that little bit
yeah.
of flame? Yeah, that's where
Yeah,
it's starting to break through the wall.
And there's a baby goose in danger? I didn't see that before.
Yes, there's a baby goose there as well.
Yeah,
It's
you
a-
gotta-
it's a-
yeah, maybe
it's
the
a
baby
big
goose
fucking
is more
baby
your
goose.
speed.
Yeah, it is a big fucking baby goose. It stands about maybe 4 or 5 feet tall.
I'm gonna go dampen that wall with Fog Cloud to slow the spread in here. This place is full of hay. If this goes up, it'll go
Yep.
up fast.
Hey.
That's what I say.
Hey. This.
Thank you.
This.
It's just a
Oh, that. There we go.
Distractible.
There's some
40-foot
fog
diameter.
cloud.
Nice.
There's some foggy clouds for you. Pull those fog clouds down. That shit's way too fast. Bug would be moving away from the heat source. Saves
At
physics.
least now we got some good
Okay,
atmosphere.
there we go.
Turn on
Good
the fog
enough.
machine.
All right.
Nice.
Moving right along. Diddy dum, diddy dum. Be free. It's the fucking big baby. Goose's turn, baby. Dum, diddy dum. The big fucking goose is going to take to the air and fly up and behind Norv. Attempt to kick you. Norv. You
No good
are
deed goes unpunished.
stealing his brother. But I can't seem to drop the die on you.
Because I'm invincible.
Oh, unfortunately,
I hope
you
so.
got hit.
Oh, did you say invincible? I think you meant unvincible.
I'm invincible.
For 3
No,
points.
I'm definitely invincible. I'm invincible.
For 3 points of damage. The not really keg golems.
Barrel-chested keg golem. Isn't that redundant?
Yeah, totally.
This one's whizzing.
That's the chief of the fire brigade.
Yep.
Yeah,
Whoa, fire's out, boys.
he's been around.
Yeah. He used to be a gin barrel.
I seen it all, kid.
They all drop in formation behind the barn, getting ready to let loose their elemental liquid fire. The Arcanatorial Guard, however, are making a beeline right for the front of the barn, where you guys are. From the south, you guys see Lysaea come running up. Stop, stop! And she's screaming at the Arcanatorial Guard, trying to distract them and get their attention. You can make out some wet on her shirt from probably the last that she got out before she realized what was going on and decided that she had to get to the ranch.
It's like, oh shit, they called Max Tack.
Piece of macaroni and like a little cube of carrot for some reason.
Yep. And we are at the
One
beginning
piece
of the
of
next
corn.
round. For one freaky looking chicken turns and seems to sniff at the air for a brief second as it jumps and dives directly at Morgrimmon, smelling his
That's
divine
uncalled for.
ways. Get that saving throw, please.
I'd like to try that again, if I could.
Feeling inspired.
I'm
Let's
gonna go
do this.
save throw. Come on. Marginally better, yes.
Marginally well enough. And for a brief second, as it ran up to you and its legs were flopping wildly, you felt yourself starting to get this uncontrollable giggle as you have never seen a creature move like that, but you're able to stifle that hideous laughter away.
The rubber chicken. Disappointing drumsticks on you.
The three Arcanatorial Guard begin running,
Ursula,
or
vicious
begin
fucker.
moving in Lysaea's direction, encircling her on the road. Is this your ranch, ma'am? They say in a very robotic, mechanical voice, as the three of them appear to actually be construct golems from Arcanatorial. Another huge fucking goose dives at Oswell, attempting to bite with his beak. Oh, he hit with his beak. Attempts to hit with his talons, which he missed with his talons, fortunately. However, his bite as he chomps down on your shoulder, Oswald,
Nips on the
has
shoulder.
a power like you never felt, and you didn't realize that
Come on, Morris!
geese had teeth all the way inside their maw. Water begins to
You gotta be
spray.
fucking kidding me. Geese have teeth.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna spend the key point and disengage from the big
Okay.
fucking goose,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna do a double movement to get into the barn. Basically, after that,
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I was doing the 5 move, or I marked out the key point, and then I was doing the 5 to disengage, and then I'll get my like 80 movement.
One second, please. Gauge. Take the.
Okay. Oh.
I meant to grab the egg.
Sorry.
No, it's not you. I went to grab the egg and accidentally grabbed you. All right. You can do the rest of your movements.
That's what
Okay,
he was
that's
picturing.
my first 40 there.
Okay.
I'm kind of circling around the thing so I don't get a. And then, is the door open or no?
No, it is not.
Well, I
door is
run up
not
to the door and
open.
open it, and then go through it.
As you run up and open the door, you find a large, pretty much empty barn just with a few other supplies that Lysaea seems to have stocked in here, but there doesn't seem to be any other livestock or anything of that nature.
Oh, that's good. And then, yeah, I got another 15 feet to move inside the barn. And that's it for me. I'm done. I did all I can do.
That's all I can do, and I can't do no more. Tarek, it is your turn, sir.
How does Lysaeus? So, does she look? Okay, right. Her barn is on fire. She told us to save names of things inside and to go ring a bell. We rang the bell, and now she's acting like that's a problem, right?
Well, she did say
No.
move those things before the guard came. So it's not so much the firefighters, it's the guard, because these geese I'm expecting are illegal or something. I don't know.
She must have like contraband geese.
Yeah. That's the sense. That's the vibe I'm getting. I don't know. I could be wrong.
She definitely seems
I'm
like
just a
she's
monk from a
trying to.
mountain.
She definitely seems like she's trying to distract the guard at this point.
I'm
Okay.
glad you picked up on that because Oswald was just like, animals are in trouble, and then started running. He thought it was people though. He didn't. I think he was assuming it was like people were trapped in there. But here we are.
I am
move to
running.
here, and then I need to see how far away things are. Too far. Then yeah, I'm gonna use I'm gonna dash. But basically, I'm getting up there, but I'm not saying anything yet because I'm basically just eavesdropping to find out a part for when I can just start also kicking up a smoke screen.
So that's all you're gonna do on your turn, Tarek?
Yeah, because at this point, I don't know. It's dark too, right? I kind of want to be. I don't want them to know that I'm there yet.
Yeah.
I want the element of surprise on my side.
Norval, it is your turn, sir.
All right, I'm going to take the disengage action while carrying this egg, and I'm going to carry it into here and drop it off. And then I'll take my other 15 feet of movement and come back out without the egg. And that will be my turn.
And just to give everybody equal nightmares.
Ah!
These teeth down their throat and all the way in their mouth and along the ridge of the roof of their mouth.
I learned today that geese have teeth. I thought it was.
I knew they did.
I thought it was.
My uncle had geese. They were nasty fuckers, man.
There are cartilaginous serrated edges called tomia. They don't actually have teeth because they don't chew their food. But yeah, they'll cut you. You'll fucking bleed from that shit.
In one
Nasty. Geese are nasty.
in one
Cut you like that.
That's
flying
great.
glide.
Hey, someone plug the professor in the back.
In one flying glide, the huge fucking goose closes in on you, Norval. However, it lands awkwardly and misses with its beak. It begins to kick at you, and it's just as awkward doing that as it misses again.
Tom, I spent all last session playing C3PO, so it's cool. that was with love.
Oswell Proudness,
Oh,
it is your
happy
turn, sir.
droid.
All right. Well, Oswell has egg 20, right?
Yep.
Now, Oswell will, I think, take the dodge action and then move here with the egg.
Okay. Cha-cha real smooth. All right, anything else,
That's
sir?
all I'm doing. I am going to move the dodge effect to me, but I'll do that in a minute. But I'm done.
Whenever you get to it.
Gotta go. Mug living. This chicken is not a standard chicken. It is a problem. What are you going to do, sir?
Can it fly? Can you fly, Johnny?
It appears to be able to do short bouts of flying. It does not look like it is going to get up and glide through the sky, but it could probably jump high enough to roost in a tree if necessary.
It's standing on the ground, though, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna mold earth and make 5 feet of cubic rock disappear underneath it.
You put it in a hole.
All right. It fell 5
You
feet down.
say you could pigeonhole it.
It fell 5 feet down, and it's looking up at you quizzically.
I can dig it
Are you going
again
to
and
move?
again because it's a cantrip.
Oh.
I'm hoping that'll give him disadvantage if he tries to attack me, so I can, do a little skirt and get out of here. I really don't want to hurt critters if I don't have to. Got a few non-lethal spells, but I also have a lot of really nasty lethal ones I don't want to use.
Right. Let me help him out with a scorching ray.
Yeah,
He's at
guiding bolt. That won't
disadvantage,
hurt.
and he rolled a 1 because of the disadvantage.
Aha! It worked.
And you are able to escape as you saw a glint of light off of those claws. Ting! As the sun slowly begins to crest above the horizon.
More importantly, I want to keep the eye on the fog cloud, like pin, so I see Oswell making his way through, and
Oh,
This is a
the big
good plan.
fucking baby goose just
Man,
slammed
this
into you,
goose is
Norv,
tearing me
with
up.
its feet, trying to now stomp you into the ground. Ooh, it does full max damage as you feel your knee begin to buckle and you fall to the ground.
Yeah, you're not even getting killed by like the big freaking goose. You're getting killed by the Baby goose.
This thing's 4 feet tall, man. It's a big goose.
Right. He's a medium creature, okay? Medium.
Yeah, medium
Creature.
creature.
I like
D&D,
that he's
what's the
talking.
difference between a first level wizard and a third level wizard? About 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah.
More Grimmin.
I hope you know that I'm a cleric.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a cleric. Oh,
Augustus.
It's 4 rounds.
Augustus, the
Okay,
security chicken, jumps up in the air about 15 feet straight up, and then does a dive attack at you.
What?
Getting dive bombed by Augustus.
Right,
What a fucker!
You made him cranky.
What a fucker. Nice.
Oh, he hits.
Ooh.
Oh. What the hell?
And from the dive bomb, he's able to sink his claws down into your actual tendons, connecting your very neck tissue to your shoulder, and he rips a chunk of flesh. His blood shoots out into the air.
Ouch.
I bleed my own blood.
Gnarly.
This chicken dies.
The Arcanatrol Guard are now starting to enclose on Lysaea, yelling at her, asking her what she knows about this fire and why she is hampering their investigation.
What's she saying?
She's like, "No, the guy who started the fire, he's right over there," and she's pointing back towards the lift. You're pretty sure she's full of shit, Tarek.
Yeah, how the fuck would she know? Yeah.
Who knows?
Also still fucking wasted, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, we left her puking on her side.
I'm pretty
like,
sure
barely
persuasion checks are a
conscious.
disadvantage. No, I'm telling the truth.
Morris runs up on you, Oswald, attempting to take a bite at you and kick you down to take back the egg to the nest.
Mrs.
Oh,
Oh,
he hits.
DM.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Did I maintain concentration on the fog cloud?
That's a
Sorry.
good question. Probably.
Wanted to say it before I
not.
forgot.
Also, that attack roll should have been at disadvantage. I couldn't find the dodge thing.
Okay, let me roll another attack for it. Oh, yeah, that's right. You redid your character. I don't know if I changed. Let me draw it a second, or drop it a second time. On the egg, on you. No, unfortunately the fog cloud is gone. Oh, now we missed.
Yay.
Give you those hit points back. And we will be moving right along. Diddy-dum, diddy-dum. The cat golems begin to spray more and more water as the flames begin to flicker and go out. Rasan, it is your turn.
How hard would it be for me to grab the other egg? I just want to take him back to the hay here, and then I was gonna kind of duck behind the barrels and try to hide.
Get it?
So the geese came in and went towards the eggs. Because I could take mine, but yeah,
Oops.
if I can grab the
That's
other
not,
one. And
that's not you, that's an egg. Something like that?
no, I was gonna go to the top barrels,
The top barrels.
to the ones, yeah. Because if they go in and then they go to the thing, that's my best shot at making it out without them noticing.
Okay.
And you want me to roll stealth?
Yeah, let's get a stealth roll out of that. I'll send it right over.
Okay.
Think you are stealthy. Alright. Anything else?
I'm
sir?
behind the barrels. I don't know if they can see me or not.
Alright. Tarek, it is your turn. It doesn't look like these Arcanatrol guards are going to be dealing with her for much longer. Probably their next step will be to restrain her so that they can move on the barn.
I'm gonna walk up I'm gonna put myself right here, and I'm gonna be like, "Evening, fellas. What seems to be the problem?" And you know, just get a smoke out. Just start smoking a cigarette.
Stand back. There is a fire and an ongoing investigation. Stand back, sir. And the one's arm comes out and immediately locks in place right in front of your chest, preventing you from moving any closer to Lysaea.
Did I see that? I saw Morgerman cast Entangle on something. Did I see the someone? And
You
I saw them
a silhouette.
jump off the.
Yeah, you saw a silhouette of somebody or something. Yes.
Did I see them? Did I see them jump off with the
Yes.
squirrel suit?
Yeah.
A squirrel suit.
I'll tell them. Be like, well, if you want, you guys should come and talk to me. I know who did it. Just again, I'm smoking a cigarette while the building's on fire.
Aggressively casual.
Yeah.
The one just to the north of you and Lysaea turns and locks eyes directly at you, Tarek. Name.
Mine or theirs?
Yours.
And then I'll go.
Name.
Oh.
And it reaches.
They're
Its head begins to come down to your level.
Automatons. They don't like music. I'm Tarek. Silver Eyes, and again, I play down at
Place
the
of residence.
where I tell them wherever I live. I assume I have an actual apartment. I have no idea, or maybe I just I tell them Norvs. I tell them Norvs.
You actually have.
Cover, man.
You actually have a small studio apartment in the same building as Norv's, right on this main circle of the lift. But yeah, you have a place that you stay. And then we're going to move along on the combat tracker. Norval Waters, it is your turn.
All right, this is stupid, but I'm gonna move around, like, to this side of the chicken or the goose,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna shove it back this way. Why did that just move me 75 feet to the south?
Whoa!
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Oh, what did
It's
you
very
do?
monk-like, though.
Right?
Cha-cha real smooth.
Do monks move faster than most characters?
I
Some
think they
do,
do.
some do.
I think
Most
they
of them
do.
do.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get around the other side of this goose.
Hmm?
And I'm gonna attempt to shove it towards the open door.
Oh,
You goose shover. You almost got killed by a goose. I'd shove it too.
I don't want him to get hurt. I'm just trying to get him protected in the barn here. It's provided I live through this, I can heal myself.
you're not Oswell. You're Norval. Give me some
I am
strength checks here.
It's probably gonna totally beat me, but
No, actually, Norval. Whether it's the pain or what, somehow you feel a strength that you have never felt before, and you are able to push them. Say 5, 10, 15.
It's the strength of your Lord and Savior.
that's right. Or I
Your
get
Lord
the
and
strength.
Savior, or
With the rising sun, my power grows.
and it pushes the baby goose back with it.
I'm like, get in there. Come on, just get in there.
However, now
The one hatched, huh?
yeah, the one hatched.
This thing's gonna turn around
Good
and kill me
eyes,
now,
Rasan.
but that's okay.
Yeah, the one that you're shoving opens up, and it opens its beak wide and comes down, attempting to get most of your body into its mouth, which it's able to do.
Awesome. Swallowed by a giant goose. Now that would be something.
While it has you inside its beak, it begins to kick with its 1 foot. Oh, that's a hit.
I tell you,
Oh,
man.
no.
Oh,
Oh, not good.
oh. Yes.
And Norval is down. However,
Price you pay
the
for doing the
goose
right thing.
drops your now lifeless corpse and nudges the
Not
big
life-
fucking baby goose into the barn towards the other
dead
egg
yet.
and the now newly hatched baby goose. Oswald,
Okay. Jesus.
Oh, there's another egg still? Oh, man. That's right. I forgot there was another egg.
All right. Interface difficulties. Give me a moment.
Well,
The door is interfering with my ability to highlight my token. I can do it. I can do it. All right.
oh, yeah, that I had that problem too. It
Ah,
sucked.
damn it. I lost it. Shit.
sorry
You
I
gotta
moved
zoom
you.
in
Had it.
really
Oh,
far. They get
okay.
it easier.
We're going to do a move and a dash. And got no bonus action, so that's it.
Roll
Don't-
the
don't-
egg
don't
in through
slip
the
in my
door.
blood.
if I can, I will. I will absolutely do that. I'm thinking that I can't.
The frangible Arcana Troll Guard reaches behind its back and comes out with 2 restraining units and begins to grab at Lysea's arms as she's pulling back, still acting partially drunk. No, 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 no. You don't understand. They went that way. He grabs onto one hand and snaps the cuffs closed on it. Uglyman.
So I
Fucking
thought
chicken.
about all. I mean, it's
Fucking
not
chicken.
my favorite. I like chicken most of the time, but then not this one. I thought about what I could do, and I had a few options, but I wanted to do something that wouldn't get me attacked immediately, that might provide something of benefit to me, because I got knocked down to 2 hit points. I'm not gonna go dropping dead, especially since the clerk just did. So I'm gonna drop a healing spirit right behind me.
Huh?
So a ephemeral purple Capricorn manifests as a bonus action.
A purple
And-
unicorn? I can tell you right now, I do not have an icon or a token for a purple unicorn.
Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Hippocampus.
Jackalope?
Hippocampus?
Jackalope.
Almirage? I mean, you tell me what you got in your zodiac. I'm gonna grab one of them critters. I got a zodiac critter.
A
right here.
narwhal?
Narwhal swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion because they are so awesome. They keep Cthulhu eating ye. They're the Jedi of the sea.
Jedi of the Sea. That's good.
I didn't write that.
Yeah, I
Oh.
hope not.
That's a neat. It's a neat.
I would have
little-
lost some
it's a neat
respect
little,
from you if you did.
neat little play space.
Whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6. So I'm gonna put it in my square then.
Oh yeah.
That's cute.
Is that functional enough for you for now?
I'm just trying to live.
I was working on a star map for you. I have the whole thing laid out for the astrology, but I haven't had a chance to
No-
put it
no rush.
over to you. I will get it over to you before next game, though.
Star map. It's Robert De Niro's house.
The moon will rise.
All right. Anything else from you, Morgan?
Well, that was my bonus action.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to use my action to take the dodge action and stay put. I'll hold the chicken aggro,
Cool.
and
Cool.
next turn this thing will heal me. So if I die, I come back. Oh no, if I
That's-
die, the concentration drops and it's dead.
Is it
Let's hope it doesn't die.
concentration-based?
Got
Of
to
course.
die.
It's simple then. Just don't die.
Both of our healers are gonna get
Is it-
killed.
We'll bury him out behind the barn.
Second.
I didn't expect the chicken to come running at me out of that pit. So
Nobody ever said doing the right thing was easy.
There's a
Yeah.
moida in the red barn.
All right, I did real quick because while I was dropping the dodge effect on Morgrimmon, I added those to your character real quick. As well,
I
so
wonder
you
if we're
got the
exposing a fighting geese
dodge
market.
help hide meat ready. All right.
Well, this is a breeding pair. They're having young ones, so I don't know if they're fighting geese, but
Is Augustus?
the chicken definitely is a fighter.
Is
Yeah.
Augustus the fighting chicken's turn? Does your Capricorn immediately attack it because it's standing next to it at the beginning of its turn? Or what happens with your
how
Capricorn?
dare you? It's a healing spirit.
Oh, it's a healing spirit. Okay.
Here,
Oh, we
there,
killed
there-
it 3
there
times.
you go. There, I actually dropped the effect on.
Healing spirit.
I choose you.
Oh, you still
Nice.
succeeded. As again, the situation, while not funny, for a brief second, looks hysterical in all of its madness as you fight with this chicken.
The absurdity is almost too much to bear.
Almost.
Whoops.
Why are you at disadvantage? Is that just the funky thing it does?
Yeah, why am I at disadvantage?
Oh, let me check Augustus's because of that.
Augustus Klumpf.
Save some room for later.
No, please. Stop.
Stop.
Police,
our-
help, help.
I'm
This
not
is our
sure why it
puppet
did
trauma and burn
it.
center.
I'm not
That's a new
sure why
addition.
it did it in Healing Spirit and Dodge. Yeah, I'm
It's all
not
good.
sure why it did it, but regardless, you still made it, so you made it doubly good.
Yeah,
Double
you don't
plus
often
good.
see you making a save at disadvantage.
The Arcana Troll guard standing next to you, Tarek, begins to back up, and its one arm comes out, its hand dropping down, and you can see inside the bundled net that you've watched them stop many a drunken bar fight with as they are about to net you in place.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not your guy. I saw him.
Lysaea drops down to her knees and puts her other hand in her hand behind her back, and she just looks at you, and there seems to be a little bit of a look of fear in her eyes. I'm going to give you a free insight check here, Mr. Medic.
I feel like you guys are playing out a scene that could be happening in a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah, you're not really sure what she's trying to say to you. Maybe she's telling you it's time to fight, but you're not sure.
I got half a plan.
Morris,
I'm gonna get that on a t-shirt.
80 feet. Oh,
Just got one flip flop, some flannel
80
pajama
feet.
bottoms that are not staying on, and a faded Guns N' Roses t-shirt.
It's covered in puke.
Gesticulating wildly with your cigarette.
It's a Marlboro
Oh.
120
the
with a
bite.
kickstand.
Wait. Bite hits you, unfortunately, Oswald. Is it again, or the same thing as the other just did to Norv? It tries to kick you. Oh, oh no, because you did a double move. And it hit actually with its talons as well. Do you have any reactionary stuff, Oswald, before I drop damage at all?
Nope. You may fire when ready.
Is the beak.
As a reaction, I am immune to all damage.
Oh yeah, once per day. For 1 minute.
Oh, this shit's getting heavy, man. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh. Actually, let's sync the client view so that everybody doesn't.
Period
have to see
appropriate exasperations.
Next,
Bearded
Rasan,
deity's beard.
geese.
Rasan, the geese do not seem to be paying any attention to you whatsoever. As
Yeah, I'm gonna run out.
Maribel, it now looks like she is starting to clean the newly hatched gosling.
Well, even though she killed me, I did the right thing.
As you make it to the door, you see Norv's blood-splattered corpse laying on the ground as Oswald is trying to dodge Morris, who is trying to rip his head from the lower half of his body.
Since he's so close, can I hand him the egg?
I'll let him take it as a free action if you'll let go of it. I mean,
I absolutely will if he wants to do that.
Yeah, I do that, and I'm just gonna roll it back towards the other geese because I know this one's probably gonna hatch really soon, so I'm not really worried about it. Yeah, you make the little goose a little dizzy,
so
but
you moved.
it'll be all right.
You moved
Right,
30
and then
feet to
jet
there.
out.
Yeah. So you have another 10. We'll say that taking the egg and rolling it was the action, so you can move another 10. So you make it to like there.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. I'm good there.
Cool.
All right, Tarek Silver Eyes. It's time for a plan, sir. What is that plan?
I cast Detect Thoughts on Lysaea. It just works, right? Unless and you get surface level you get surface level thoughts for free, and then if I want to probe deeper, I have to spend I have to like do something else, right? So I'm thinking this woman's drunk and her barn's on fire. It's all surface level thoughts,
Yeah.
right?
All that you can hear in her
what's the
mind,
story?
as you start listening to her, you just hear the same thing over and over again. Just stop him. You can't let him get to the barn. Don't let him find Augustus.
Fuck this chicken.
Super chicken.
She's worried about them finding Augustus.
Super mega chicken.
Augustus.
What the hell are we supposed to do with
the
the chicken
security
anyway?
chicken.
The thing, like, at least
Yeah.
the geese we can kind of herd out, even though they're
Oh, look at
attacking
that.
us. This thing's like a menace.
Come along, baby. We got chicken in the barn. Whose barn? What barn? My barn. There's a whole lot of shaking going on. Oh no, this is more like goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Either way,
Oh, that's
chicken's gonna kill me.
That's a pretty extension. All right, what are you gonna do, Tarek?
So that's my action,
Uh-huh.
right? I'm gonna keep standing there. I'm just trying to think of if there's a.
I mean, giving in a little bit would be like a free action, and talking is a free action. So you could like put your hands up and drop down with her if you think that would be good in delaying them, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You
We
could
could take off running.
attempt a sleep spell on the constructs. That works out well sometimes.
I didn't take sleep.
Yeah, that
didn't-
wouldn't help anyway.
Was
I
he
didn't-
trolling you? Yes,
Yeah, I think
yes,
it
he
was.
was.
Yeah.
They're like, well, joke's on you. I can't cast another spell unless it's a bonus action cantrip. So
If you just take off running, that's definitely going to be a distraction because they're probably going to come after you.
Take off all your clothes too.
Yeah.
Streak,
Wave
running
your
the
arms in
nude.
air.
That really bothers constructs.
And it satisfies the bard has to get naked at least once per session requirement.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of bard. No, I don't know.
Oh, I've heard
no, I
that
don't know.
before.
Yeah, we all heard that before.
Nobody's ever that kind of bird until they're
Right.
that kind of bird.
So I'll go.
You say that now, but wait till your first successful persuasion check.
I'll say you guys are pretty bad for cops. The guy stands next to a burning building with a lit cigarette and you don't ask him any questions first. Who's Augustus? And then I draw and I look at her and I'm just like, Yeah, I'm.
In your head,
Music-
you hear the noise of a chicken from her drunken, alcohol-induced brain.
I, it's night. I wink at her. I wink at her, and then I just take a big long one, so it burns real bright, and I'll blow it in the closest robot's face, and then that'll be the end of my turn.
And the one that had lowered its arm at you, you see the net inside the cavity of his forearm and click in place.
Is that your net hand deploying, or are you just happy to see me? Go, gadget net hand. I'm right on it, Chief. I can keep going. I can do another one if you want.
Is Kevin muted?
I don't
No,
know.
I'm doing a couple things real quick.
So it's still my turn. Ta-ta-ta-ta,
Singing and dancing. Prepare
make
the
your van
standard
check.
rich and famous contract.
Yeah, standard rich.
Did you make your performance check?
Oh, that one was just free, just for you guys.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Well, you made it for me. But I have a low wisdom.
I'd like to cast Detect Razzle Dazzle.
From the south side of the barn, everybody hears a loud bang as a net flies out, enveloping you, Tarek. However, the net has all of these little metallic pieces to cause weight to them that kind of slash sometimes. I mean, it doesn't usually kill people. It's just meant to restrain. However, sometimes some people do get bloodied up a little bit. You should have been following orders, as you are now restrained
I
That's
think
what all the
Oswell.
pigs-
I think Oswell knows that sound very well.
and slightly
Did I-
bloodied.
Did I hear the loud bang?
No, you did not. However, you did
damn.
hear your turn come up. So if you could make a
I was gonna
death
say, if
saving
you said
throw.
yes, I was
Saving
just good
throw.
unconscious.
I can't send you a death saving throw. You have to do it on your own from your character sheet, unfortunately.
That's the DM playing the "Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby" card.
That's
Yeah,
not a
right?
good way to start.
That's yeah.
I got
okay.
2 more. We're good. I got an inspiration in the hole too.
Maribel comes over
I've got half
towards
a
the
thing.
door, Oswell, and you see her begin to nudge the other egg towards what is now 3 big fucking baby ducks.
Wow, these giant geese have baby
Ooh.
ducks.
It is your turn, Oswell.
It is my turn. I am going to move here and make gestures to Morris as if, there they are, and then I'm going to attempt to stem this bleeding that's, spurting from various parts of Norval's unconscious body.
Okay. Do you have anything
Which-
you'd like to use with that, or would you just like to do like a
Just
medicinal check?
general, oh my god, he's bleeding out check. So just a regular old medicine check, I guess.
Find the hole that seems to be spurting the most blood, stick your finger in it, stop it.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
All right, you're applying pressure. However, there seems as you're applying pressure, you're like, I'm stopping the blood. I'm stopping the blood. And all of a sudden, you realize that the one part where he was hit with the talon actually punctured and came out the back, and there's blood starting to pool underneath him a little bit.
Ah, okay.
Eric, history has shown maybe you don't want people doing medicine checks on you, right?
This is true. Yeah, I've got a
Oh,
track
the
record.
frangible Arcana Troll Guard takes a shot at Lysaea, missing with his net cannon as she falls to the ground, and it kind of skims over the top of you, Tarek.
Speaking of me, did my I
Oh,
forgot to
Lemon.
I forgot to put concentration on myself.
Yeah, I had you
for
make a
my detect thoughts.
I had you make a Constitution roll, and you got a 10, and you only took 5 points of damage, so you made it. That was a
Cool,
Constitution.
thank you.
I
Cool,
heard you
thank you.
saying it as we were going, but Lemon, this is your turn.
Thank you, Dan.
Well, I have some very good news for me.
Fantastic.
It's not an action. I'm standing in my spirit, so I get D6 hit points back. That's why I cast it. This is the first part
Standing in
of my
spirit,
multi-step plan.
Standing in my spirit.
Yes, 1 additional hit
Oh.
point. Take
Yay.
that. And I will take the disengage action, and then I will move 30 feet closer to my friends.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I call the spirit to my square as well, 30 feet. Shabam! I'm bringing the
Cool.
healing party over to y'all. That was its first usage. It's got limited uses, but I'm gonna try and like use it on the way and then use it to save Norv.
I'm sure Norv would appreciate that.
All my shit takes 2 rounds to set up, I'm noticing. All my druid combos.
Look at these mechanics.
As you
that are
start heading in that
worked out
direction,
now.
Augustus jumps out and appears to be trying to cut you off. Hold on 1 second, guys.
Can't believe this. I'm losing to a nug.
Yeah, just take a break and throw it
Feel
in.
it in my nuggets.
Love you.
I feel
Give
it
him a
in my
applause.
toes.
All right, I am back. The child had a request for specific laundry. All right. Moving right along, diddy-dum, diddy-dum. So Augustus seems to pass in front of you, Morgrim, and now seems to be trying to keep you away from the other barn, now that the geese have started to enter it.
Well, we'll see how that works out for him.
Well, just let him go into the other barn.
No, chicken, don't go there. That is definitely not what I want you to do.
Quit resisting. Quit resisting. As the guard begins to slam Tarek against the ground underneath the net.
Arcana Troll
Typical-
has a policing
typical
problem.
cop behavior.
Yeah.
He's restrained. Let's beat the hell out of him some
I
more.
wasn't sure my opinion of them. I now have
Until
one.
now,
Thank
yeah,
you.
me
Yeah,
too.
thank you, DM.
Yeah, like I said, I think Oswald recognizes the sound very, very well.
Morris just walks past you, Oswald, as he can now hear the
Perfect.
baby geese inside the barn.
Cool.
Rasan,
It's a happy family.
it's your
reunion.
turn, Rasan. Yes, they are, Tom. Yes, they are. I mean,
I'm
not
gonna
all
just
of them.
move over here, like off to the side, and see if that, because I see the chicken starting to head towards the barn. So I'm hoping that if I get out of the way, it'll.
I believe the proper
Hopefully,
terminal.
it's seen the. Yeah.
Yep, that works.
And that's pretty much it. I really can't heal anybody, so. I'll be good there.
Tarek,
You
it
can
is your
punt
turn.
this chicken into the other barn.
And actually, the proper saying is Arcana Troll constructs are bastards. Not
Okay.
all Arcana Troll constructs are bastards.
Well, there you go. Either way, it's good graffiti.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
in the
sure, these
hovels.
little
It's
keg
all
dogs.
it's all over the place in the hovels. What would you like to do, Tarek?
You'll have to write an expose in the truth.
Quit resisting. Quit resisting.
Yeah, I mean, the crippled one is the one that did it.
Oh yeah, he's unhappy with his current situation, and it was somebody who resisted just like you before. That's how he ended up with this backwards foot. They haven't been able to fix it since.
Give him a desk job. He's a loose cannon out there.
I guess at this point I'm just like loudly narrating what's happening to me. Like
The frangible one
Arcane
just looked.
Troll,
Yeah.
you know.
The frangible one just looks over at him and goes, I only have 2 days until retirement. Can you knock it off? All right.
I think I'm just loud, like just as loud as I can,
Oh,
just
yeah.
being like, ow,
Yeah.
you know, you're
Ow.
hurting
We're gonna
me.
need the body cam footage of this one.
Oh.
Your town guard. Wow. If there were, I was like, oh, if there's any chickens, I'm not saying that, but
The other
I'm
one
just saying
shoots
that the
his
body
gun
of a bard
at
is inviolate.
Lysaea. However, since Lysaea was laying flat, it seems to sail right over the top of her again. She's so smart going prone. Alright, Oswald. Or no, Norval. Norval.
Yay!
Yay! Go team.
Stop bleeding your own blood.
Made me
Maribel
bleed my own blood.
continues to clean the baby geese, goslings. Oswald Proudless, it is your turn, sir.
I think, I guess I'm just gonna pick up Norval's body and move him like
Chuck it
back
off
this
the edge
way.
of the maze.
But I mean, do I want to try and make another medicine check?
No.
Is it ill-advised?
That's it. As long as you don't roll a 1, it's fine.
Oh.
See,
Bring
you
him.
got a 5. You have a 5% chance of killing me.
Bring him to me.
Well, not a
further from
5%
me.
chance of killing you. It is a 5% chance of making you make your next death save at disadvantage.
Oh, well, can I take a
Oh,
dash this way then with his body?
Oh. Moving right along, diddy dum.
Yeah, sorry, Tom. Oswald didn't pick up on that, but
Oh, it's okay.
I didn't even think about it either. Thanks for the reminder. And I guess that is it.
Egg. Oh, good evening.
All right. That was 1. I have a total of 4. The second usage is going to happen right now to me. Yay, 3. That's better. And I'm going to move back here.
All right.
Bonus action, drag the healing spirit right on top of Norv. So he will start his turn in that and heal before he has to make the death save. And as my standard action, I'm gonna hit this damn thing with guiding bolt because I do not want to die to a chicken. That is just way too embarrassing. I'd rather get eaten by a giant frog.
Well, just see if he goes, like we don't have any eggs or anything now. Hopefully he runs towards the barn.
My hand
Very
begins
soon.
to glow, and I'm about to fire it off, and I was like, all right, well then can I hold that action? And if he approaches us in an attack posture, then fire it off?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Good
I'd
call.
rather not hit it, but
Yeah, good call.
Fucking baby goose makes some noise in there. It is the top of the round. It is Augustus's turn.
Yay.
So, Roxanne, you should run over and slam that door shut as soon as he goes in.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on
Why did
doing.
that drive? Why did that auto roll? Oh, we must have to change your settings. For a brief second, Rasan, you catch eyes with it, and for some reason you feel like you should defend that barn with all of your being to keep people out of it, and then you kind of shake your head, realizing that it's the chicken that's putting those thoughts into your head.
Yeah, that's
Attempting
okay. As
to
long as it's not
charm you.
attacking anybody, I'm
Psychic
cool. Like, I was
It's
planning
trying,
on.
and it
Realize
walks in the
it's
door,
The chicken putting those thoughts into your head.
and the
I
door
love that.
closes behind.
Oh, the chicken closed the door? Cool. I don't even have to run over there.
Because he's chicken boo. He's chicken boo.
It's not a farmer.
That's one
he's a
smart chicken.
Quit resisting. Tarek Silver Eyes, quit resisting.
This is resisting. As you know,
As he's smoking his cigarette caught up in
Right.
the net. Yeah.
like I'm being repressed.
Come and see the violence inherent in the system.
Oh.
Damn. He's kicking the shit out of you.
But you're still concentrating on that detect thought.
You can hear Lisea. All you can hear in from Lisea's head is, "Shut your fucking mouth, man." You guys hear the geese honking away. A chunk of the flame begins to dwindle off the edge of the barn. Rasan, it is your turn.
I don't need to check or shut the door.
You can hear clearly from the side of the barn that was on fire. Quit resisting. Tarek Silver Eyes. Quit resisting.
Okay, I'm gonna run over that way then. That's double movement 80, so I can get over to that.
Wow, that's really fast.
What? How
Yeah.
can you
That's
move
like
that fast?
faster than a regular character. Are you a monk?
Monsters.
No, I just got mobile.
He's hopping turnstiles.
Tabaxi monk with mobile feet.
And again,
Mhm.
these aren't the nasty keg golems. These are actually water brigade golems. They are filled with water. They have put part of the fire out.
Haste and Longstrider. Sorry, all those stack.
Tarek Silver Eyes, it is your turn.
I
Battle
will.
map big enough.
Continue to resist.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to, but you know, it's. I think. Am I still standing?
No, you're wrapped up in the net.
Right. So.
You are fully restrained in the net. You can attempt to get out of the net. They will
I could
consider
attempt.
that resisting, just to let you know. That is
that'll be
definitely
my-
textbook resisting.
And that'll be. Yeah. I'm gonna.
Lay still and be quiet.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do that.
Smoke your
for-
cigarette.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do that for a little bit.
I'm
Just-
gonna go fetal.
Yeah. Why not?
Picturing him being set up, all netted together, and a broken cigarette just there hanging off, and he's like trying to puff it.
Not in the face, not in the face.
The noticeably
Try
corpulent
not to lose the
one
cigarette.
walks over and clamps the other handcuff closed on Lisea's wrist and begins to escort her away now.
Nice job investigating that fire, fellas.
Mighty fine police work there, Lou.
Norville, could you
Hey,
give
so I get a
us...
D6 healing, right? Do you have a
Oh,
an
yeah.
effect you can just drop on that?
Yep, I sure do. Like to hear it. Here it go.
Ah, thank you very much.
Yay.
I feel so much better. Thank you.
Those are some healing spirits.
And then I am
Oh,
going to.
and just for those playing at home, and just to remind the players, in this season, if you go to 0 and come up from 0, you take a point of exhaustion. So you
Okay.
are exhausted at this point, Norville. But you're awake and you're alive.
Cool. That's all I need. I'm going to use my second level spell slot here.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say just a few words to Aura and pray for some healing for. Oops, that's too quick. Pray for some healing for my friends and I. So I'm just gonna drop this on myself, but everyone around me who's injured is also going to get the same 10 points of healing.
Oh,
What?
nice.
Cool.
That's handy.
Hell yeah, it is.
How far is that effect go for?
Not far enough to help our friend Tarek, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range, within 30 feet.
Wow.
That's a really
awesome.
pretty prayer you got there.
Yeah, it's a
Living
nice
on
spell.
prayer. All right. Anything else?
No, that'll do it, I guess.
Your
Actually,
health
you know what?
takes-
No, I'm good. I got to my feet and stuff. I'm good.
Okay. Oswald, it is your turn. It is your turn.
He just he looks at Norville and just says, "Wow," and then he takes a deep breath
Or abides.
for a bonus action, and then is going to do a double move. Here.
I'm still moving after all this time. All right.
And just checking to see if I can see the action from there. Oh, I can see the action. So, and then Oswald's just going to shout out, "Hey!" to the Arcana Troll Guard. Just to see if he can direct attention. That's it. And then, because of action economy, there we go. Frangible.
Did Morgrim get any of that healing?
Yeah, I
that
dropped.
threw
Yeah.
down?
Yep.
Okay.
I-
It's still
Okay.
critical, huh?
I was going to ask.
wait,
I don't
hold
think I
on.
did.
Hold on.
Because it still says critical on the tracker. That's what I
It
was-
didn't say I picked up any in the combat tracker or in
Yeah,
the
I applied it to
tail
myself.
of the tape.
Oh,
You applied it to
wait.
yourself?
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Did you roll? How did
I
you
dropped it
apply
on my.
it? Right. How did you apply it to yourself, Proudless? Because I did drop it on both of you. Did you roll back your number? It's because I dropped it and he didn't drop it. It was under a hidden chat, but I did drop it on both Morgrim and because he's actually listed as moderate right now.
I mean,
okay.
it was still plenty to heal all the wounds anyway.
Okay.
Still says critical for me though.
It does. Yeah.
But I just adjusted my wounds value.
Let's heal 10 to Morgrim. Why did it not?
I could drop it on him.
Something weird's going on. The math and
Spooky.
no, the math in
doing?
the combat tracker doesn't seem to be matching the math. It's
I
showing.
haven't touched it.
No, I'm not saying you touched it. I'm not saying anybody did anything. Because I just dropped that 10 on it, and it said it only healed you by 8. Like as if you were fully healed. Something weird's going on.
That's true. I only got. Oh wait, no, that's right. I'm fine.
With who?
I don't know. I don't know about the other ones because I didn't see yours change. It may have happened to you too. I dropped the heal on you. It doesn't seem to be it's showing up in the chat for me, but it doesn't look like it applied in the combat tracker. I can see the heal 10 to Morgrim and the heal 10 to Oswald. And then for some reason, when I dropped it on Morgrim again, because Morgrim was only a few hit points from dead, when I dropped it on him the second time, it showed healed 10, but then it said heal 8 to Morgrim as if he was full. Somewhere the databases aren't jiving between the chat and the actual combat tracker for some reason. But nothing to completely derail the rest of the evening about, so we'll just carry on. Diddy-dum. It was the Frangible Guard's turn. Frangible Guard comes over and begins to cuff you inside and to the net. Tarek, are you resisting?
I would advise not. But
We'll bail you out.
Spit in his eye, man. I'm just kidding.
No, not yet.
Morgan.
Have you back at Blinders before your beer's even flat.
Morgan, it is your turn. I mean, it's still early in the morning. He'll definitely make court the next morning. That's not a problem.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go step
never
into
mind.
the
It's
effect.
Aura's day. You're gonna be there for another night. But you don't play on Aura's day, so no big deal.
Yeah, but. Alright. She owes me. That's all I'm saying.
well, isn't it like we all owe her anyways? So
Maybe you do, not me. No, I'm just
Ah.
kidding.
I'll come bail you out, buddy. Don't worry. I'll come get you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
see, and that's completely weird because if you see that, it says 2 more Grim and Moonhaven, not wounded. But if you look at the combat
does say
tracker,
that.
it says you have 11 points damage. See what I mean? They're not lining up for some reason.
call tech
Yeah.
support.
It's also saying the word critical, but it's in yellow text, which I've never seen Fantasy Grounds do before. Either way, I stand in it, discharge the last of its healing oomph, and then
It says green critical on mine.
Incredible?
try to go over here. But I'll do a quick glance over the shoulder, make sure the freaking Terminator chicken isn't coming this way.
Stay back, Terminator chicken.
The chicken ate the.
Are you bringing your spirit stick with you?
No, it's done. It's burnt.
Okay.
That was the last usage of it.
Very nice.
It says duration 7, but that is not how long it lasts. But cool spell. That's a do again.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And the last thing that you hear, Tarek, is quit resisting. Now he hit you with non-lethal damage, so you have just been knocked unconscious in your cuffs. They did not kill you. You are being brought downstairs for processing.
Yeah, but for what?
Oh, to have his moisture reclaimed and his meat repurposed.
You guys can make out the guards walking away with Lysaea and Tarek. Lysaea's head is down. She
They did
looks
a great job
over.
at putting out the fire too.
Yeah, actually, the rest of the fire
These are
is
some
out.
sca-
The
There's
rest
some
of the fire,
scarily realistic cops here.
rest of the fire actually does start to go out. But Rasan, I'm gonna give you a perception check since you are on the eastern side of the farm. All right, you lock eyes briefly for a moment with Lysaea, and she kind of gets this little smirk and smile on her face, and almost telling you don't worry about it. Like she's
That wasn't. Yeah.
and they take them. You are both brought downstairs to the Grim Runner hold, where you are processed for stopping a legal investigation, as well as resisting arrest and not properly identifying yourself when requested.
Have I been arrested before?
I don't know.
You're a
Have you?
bard, I would assume so.
You tell me.
Right?
I mean,
Have you been? I mean, I have no idea.
probably.
Yeah, so I mean, this is all just a
I mean,
formality.
what's that bassist's name? The elected one original band member? I
Godric?
mean,
Oh,
you can't tell me that on tour he's not
Godric?
getting in trouble.
Oh, sure, Godric. Yeah. Well, it's like busting me. What's that Waylon Jennings outlaw? I don't know. It'll come to me.
Always
What we're
trucking,
actually
but
gonna do
dead.
is we're gonna do
You're in the
one last.
jailhouse
We're gonna
now.
do one last break for tonight. We're gonna come back do a little bit of end of story before we end the night off. So we'll be right back, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us so far, and we'll see you in a couple moments. All right, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us as we finish up tonight. So, 2 days have passed since the fire at Windsong Ranch. Tarek and Lisea have both been released on appearance tickets by the city guard for disturbing the peace, obstructing a lawful investigation, and resisting arrest. Everybody gets back together at Blinders as the evening has not begun yet, and Strimp still has everybody setting up, and Oswald is first arriving for work. Morgrimmon and Rossan, you guys headed down to meet Tarek and Lisea as you heard that they had just gotten out, and you all arrive back at Blinders. Tarek, you know I owe you, right? I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Just remember that when my legal fees come up. All right? Because what's Scrimps? You know what Scrimps pays me? Strimps. You know what he pays me? It's not great. But you know.
I know he doesn't
we'll all
pay
be
well,
fine.
but if you want, I could probably help get you a show at the Gilded Gear.
For a benefit concert to cover your legal fees.
Sabmood has said
Don't
that
you-
Sabmood told me that he was very much intrigued by some of your solo work.
My solo work? He sits up, like he doesn't want Fairy Fire, just me.
No, just you.
He sits back,
It's your chance to break out, man.
rubs his big halfling belly. All right, I'll think about it. And Moonhaven, that's a good idea with that benefit concert, huh?
I've almost finished my article for this week's episode of The Truth. Such displays of brutality must be known to the common people. These trolls have gone too far.
I think the common folk are well aware of the trolls. They're not the people you got to convert.
Have you seen our readership? I do my best.
Yeah, there's that.
So, what I miss?
Not much.
Not
you know,
much.
your bandmates had crashed the pad and messed the whole place up.
But
But we got
He
it cleaned
left
up in
me
time.
with nothing but chips, bread, and a very large piece of bologna. What did you expect me to survive on?
You could have brought some food, dude.
Nobody wants to admit they ate 9 cans of ravioli.
Will you be playing tonight, Tarek? Or will you
Does it
otherwise
do-
be indisposed?
what day of the week is it right now?
It's effectively Monday. It's one of your regular shows. You guys normally play what would be like Monday through Thursday at Blinders. The weekends are usually booked by other bigger bands. But last week
Yeah,
they didn't have
that's what they-
anybody. They didn't have anybody on Saturday night, so they let you guys play. And that's how
Right.
you ended up getting arrested and getting in a bar fight. It's terrible.
Makes us sound like the seedy underbelly of this place.
Well, I mean,
Right.
he's just describing me.
You're the seedy underbelly.
Strimps comes walking over.
Yeah, I mean, if Lysaeus can get me at the gear, is the gear nicer than this place? Is the room bigger?
It's actually a very large outdoor stage that is constructed of 4 large gears that actually turn. So you play in the middle.
Spinning stage.
Yeah, it's 4 separate spinning stages. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I can't say no to that.
I can set it up for you. I'll talk to him. I believe he said that he had an opening this weekend.
And I don't have to miss one of my regular shows? Yes, the answer is yes. I've been working on some new stuff. Fire in the Hen House. Does that sound like a song to anybody?
Oh, it
Hey,
does
looks.
I think I heard you practicing that in the hold, through the
Yeah, I'm
pipes.
still working on it. I'm still working on it, but
Yeah. I suggest mixing up the flute a little bit. It's a little too much on the fluty side.
you think so?
Yes.
Okay.
The fluty side?
It's a little too
He-
fluty.
he's just he flouts his flautism just a little bit too much.
He flaunts his flautism.
He's free flowing with his fluty flakes.
Yes. Flautists. Strimps comes walking over. So have you guys figured out who did any of this yet?
Well, I do know that the Vipers had a good view of the proceedings.
The Vipers, you say? What would they want with you, Lysaea? Really don't know. I have no idea why they would come after my geese or Augustus. I know Augustus's feathers could be used for a few arcane things. One of the reasons I shouldn't have him, but he is one of the best guard chickens you will ever find on any ranch. I am
You have
very
a
sorry.
guard chicken?
I am very sorry, Norv. It seems like you
Yeah,
may
I'm
have
glad your geese
taken.
are all right, man. That's okay. All's well that ends well. The
Well,
geese are all
I
right, man.
promise
Cool.
you, I promise you the front of the line at this summer's roast.
All right, I'll be there.
Well, you know what I say. All this stuff going on around here, you gotta follow the money, right? I mean, why would they come here and try to kidnap Lysaea? And then they're up the road too. They tried to get Artemis. Yes.
The Viper.
No, those were the mongrels. The mongrels are the ones that tried to get Lysaea, and they're the ones that tried to get Artemis.
Have any of us heard of the Vipers before? Do they have a reputation preceding themselves?
Oswald has definitely heard of them. They run out of the hovels, and they tend to be smash and grabbers along the Freeport. Quick in, out, usually stealing. Arson sounds a little strange for them.
What would they be doing on the Mesa to begin with? If they're smashing and grabbing on Freeport, that seems
Right.
kind of odd as well.
They either knew what they wanted,
Somebody
or it's a coincidence.
definitely wanted to bring the attention of the guard, that's for sure.
Take it from an astrologer, there's no such thing as coincidence. It was foretold.
The science of coincidence.
How's this
Gotcha.
sound? The brutality on display last Thursday night was nothing short of travesty. A local minstrel was beaten down for trying to put out a fire. These automatons do not differentiate between bystander, miscreant, and law-abiding citizen.
From the end of the bar,
You should
you-
mention my name.
Seems like you hit it right on the head, man. But yeah, you
I'm
should
building
give
to
Tarek
that.
a shout out, man. Yeah.
I'm generating anticipation for the payoff of your presence at the benefit concert to follow.
I like it when my presence is paid off.
from the end of the bar, you hear a laugh, and you look over, and you see the human who, Travis Kemp. He is the head writer for the Gazetteer, the Grumrunner Gazetteer. It is the paper that runs against the truth. And he kind of laughs and he looks over at you. Always so wordy. Why don't you just tell him the truth?
I'm paid by the consonant.
I'm telling you
What are
right
you-
now. Our control was busy running in 6 different directions, and nobody's noticed the boarded up windows at Warehouse 88 yet. I'm telling you, something else was going on that night.
I think it was all of the hits were a diversion for something else. Split
Usually you
everyone's attention.
you can't get anywhere near Warehouse 88 most nights. Our control is all over the ink pot. They keep all that locked down. That's where the power is. You know
Oh,
that,
I was-
Morgrimmon. That's why you sit up there.
I like the view.
Yeah. Is that a
to
quote?
look down on everybody on.
And he licks
No,
his
just-
pencil as he turns around to walk away. And he starts writing out about overhearing Morgrimmon and the disgraced Tarek Silver Eyes coming up with a plan to blame the police for all of the
resembles that remark.
problems.
What brings Travis down here? Looking to slum it up a bit?
Nah, I'm just trying to get some information. Information can be found everywhere, especially with people with loose lips.
I'm so glad you've decided to grace us with your presence.
Why don't you go look up in the stars and see if you can find yourself a story to write?
Perhaps I could
He turns and starts
give you
walking
a
to the door.
horoscope.
Yeah, falling in love, all that stuff. Heard it all before. Have fun with your rag. And he walks out the
You
door.
will get your socks wet.
There isn't a reaction. He didn't hear you. He's gone.
It's the worst curse.
But he's gonna think about it the next time his socks are wet.
It's the worst curse the Morgrim could deliver to him.
So, that's gonna actually be the end of tonight's episode. Next week, we'll start off with a little bit of storytelling, maybe of some information that you guys were able to collect throughout the week. And it will be Tarek's first show at the Gilded Gear. And that is where we will open that episode.
I'll make sure you guys are invited. I'll make sure that your names are on the list.
I want to thank everybody again for watching us, hanging out with us tonight. It was a lot of fun. As always, woo, we will see you guys in 2 weeks, and in 1 week, Bibliophiles again, and other stuff coming very soon. I'm not going to tell you about because you'll see it, I hope. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you again.
Bye.
Good night.